Hello guys, I think in the last class we discussed about the Factories Act 1948, what are its applications, what are its objectives, what are the main provisions which are undertaken under the Factories Act of 1948. Interacting further, discussing further, we will discuss about the various measures which has to be taken up by a factory in order to carry out its manufacturing process in a proper manner. First and foremostly, every factory should implement health measures for the safety, for the better health condition of the workers who are employed in the factories. So there is no tension if there are proper health measures which are initiated by the factories. So the first and foremost measure which every factory should make in order to make employees feel better is the cleanliness within the environment, factory environment, which is very, very important. With respect to chemical factory, especially chemical factories which are prone to many accidents or incidents which may occur without any intention or without any proper safety enhancement. Cleanliness plays a very, very important role in promoting better health of the employees. The next one is disposal of waste and effluents. I think this has become the need of the hour for every factory or for every office, for every sector what we come across. Proper waste management, proper effluent management should be equipped by any factory for its day-to-day activity, carrying out day-to-day activity in a proper manner. Waste management should be properly equipped in a factory, as well as in order to reduce the pollution level, the factory should employ certain pollution control equipments in order to let out filtered effluents into the environment, which will help the employees as well as the society in large. The next health measure which has to be employed by a factory is proper ventilation and temperature control system in a factory. With respect to ventilation, yes, there is natural ventilation as well as artificial ventilation which a factory can actually employ in a factory. Coming to the natural ventilation, yes, it will allow proper inflow of air as well as temperature control takes place automatically. But when a factory employs artificial ventilation and temperature, then it needs to be controlled at a safety level in order to ensure there is proper health benefits to the employees who are working in that particular factory. Moving on, the dust and fume. Yes, now there are many types of allergic activities or operations which physically happen inside as well as outside. So the workers of the factory should be having proper dust free and fume free environment where they can easily move around and easily enjoy their working condition. The next one is artificial humidification. Yes, some of the factories which work under highest temperature will adopt this particular artificial humidification. But this artificial humidification should allow the employees proper health benefits. It should not hinder or it should not be problematic to the workers who are working in that particular factory. The next one is avoiding overcrowding. Yes, majority of the factories actually employ more people for the limited space of working within a factory. This should not happen because majority of the viral infections spread when there is more crowd in a factory. So that will also hinder the health of the workers in a factory. Moving on to the next one is proper lighting facilities. Yes, most of the factories work in a remote areas where there is no proper lighting facilities which are made. So the owner of that particular factory should enhance proper lighting facility wherein it will not affect the eyes of the workers in that particular factory. Next one is the proper drinking water facility and the spittoons, which are very, very essential in a working environment. Majority of the factories do not have proper drinking water facilities and proper spittoons. That is the reason why the workers will spit everywhere and make the place unhygienic, and in turn it will affect their health factors. So this should not happen. The occupier or the owner of the factory should make proper arrangements where fresh, pure drinking water is available for the workers, and also proper spittoon facility is being made at times of health crisis. The next one is latrines and urinal facilities, which is very, very important. Maybe the recent amendments or recent recent developments in India focuses on Swachh Bharat. Latrines and urinals are very, very important in order to make India clean place, which is livable condition, which will impact on better health and hygienic factors. And with respect to the last point is concerned, avoidance of workers from radiation process. Yes, this is very, very important. Workers will not be knowing what is radiation. There should be proper training which should be given to the workers with respect to the radiation processes concerned, and which will not actually impact on their health. So guys, these are the health measures which are being stipulated under the Factories Act of 1948. Even if it is not mentioned, even it is not documented, it is the first priority of any factory in order to employ these health measures, which are very, very important for the betterment of the workers who are working in the factories. So moving on to the next segment, that is the safety measures which has to be employed in a factory. So when we talk about a factory is filled with lots of machineries, equipments, furnitures and all other tools which are very much required for a manufacturing process. So how a safety measure has to be employed in a factory becomes very, very important. So coming to a few of the points, discussing upon few points, the first and foremost thing is fencing of machinery. Proper fencing of machineries which are moving condition, which are under moving condition becomes very important, wherein that fencing will avoid any dangerous activity which may impact on workers partial or permanent disabilities. So factory should equip proper safety measures in order to reduce any accidents with respect to machineries are concerned. The next one is safety measures in case of work near the machinery which is in motion. Employment of young persons on dangerous machines. Yes, this has to be avoided by the occupier or the owner of the factory, which is very, very important. Yes, young people who do not have proper training on how to handle the machinery should not be kept moving. So hence, we will discuss the next points in the next segments.